My country people everywhere begin to shake as Yusuf Aisha don't give one to former governor of Edo State, Woto. My people not be small. Concerning this election, when it be say, they do so. A lot of things they happen, my people. A lot of things they happen. At least this time around, Nigerians, the youth of Nigerians, don't really stand their ground to say anything when it want happen. Make it beginning to they happen as the whole matter done the day right now. We not say Baba Tinubu don't become the president, but according to our Labour Party, Peter Obi in talk and say we are already in winner. So let's go to court. So guys, for me not to waste much of your time.
So let me ask you, in your own view, is this election free and fair and credible?
Absolutely. I mean, look at the facts. Look at the facts. You know, I'm sure Professor Mahmoud must be feeling huge pain in his heart, that hard as he has tried. So, for the very first time, Tinubu was defeated in Lagos. If he has the opportunity to manipulate, or he has arrangement with anybody to manipulate in his favor, no candidate want to be reported as losing his base. As things stand, of all the 4 candidates, it's only Tinubu who is reported by INEC figures that lost his state. Kwakwaso won his state. Atiku won his state. Obi, of course, he considered only 4,000 for all the other parties. He took the rest for himself. All of those are okay. It's only our candidate that lost his state. You think that if Asiwaju has the means, or I wanted to do anybody a favor, he will allow a situation where APC candidate will lose his unit. Our DG, the DG of our campaign, Mr. Lalong, he lost his senatorial seat. You think, as DG of the campaign, if he knows what can be done to manipulate the process, he will not do so at least to save himself? The chairman of APC Progressive Forum in Kebbi lost his senatorial bid. He's a city governor. So I don't know. I thought for me, if you look at it, I'm talking about national unity. Nigerians have spoken. This mandate of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is truly a national mandate because it has huge national spread. It has votes in the south, as he had in the north, he had in the southwest, he had in the south-south, and maybe some numbers in the southeast. There is no geopolitical zone where he didn't gather some votes.
Right.
And there were a couple of surprises. For example, you mean that Nasarawa here, our national chairman, will lose his senatorial zone to SDP? He did. Nasarawa here, he lost his unit. You thought he plotted to lose his unit? So I don't know what evidence they have. I'm as curious as most Nigerians to say, what is this thing? If you say the mere fact that results were not transmitted electronically, my answer will be, that's why I need to explain, because they haven't quite made a formal statement on that, and it's not for me to speculate.
All right.
But it is not for nothing, Shehu, that every party is entitled to an agent. And the agent is entitled to a copy of the result sheet in his unit, which you ought to snap into the beavers and then transmit. So it's not difficult. We already have, for example, in Edo, we collated every agent before you get paid. You bring the result sheet of your unit, because that's the foundation for the ward collation. And then the ward collation is the foundation for local government collation. The local government collation is the foundation for state collation, and of course, eventually the national collation. And all of this, every party, whether major or minor, is entitled to have a copy of the result sheet. So for me, it's not something that cannot be, you can forensically look at the document and decide whether or not you want to go to court. But if they go to court, for me, that is very good.
Comrade,
because,
just a moment.
Yeah.
All right, just for a moment. Let me get the views of Ms. Aisha Yesufu. I'd like you to react to some of the things Comrade Oshiomhole said. He said for him, the election is free, fair, and credible.
So I heard what former Governor Adams Oshiomhole said, and I'm so surprised that you sat down there and you allowed yourself to be rigged out of your own program. At one time, I was wondering, are you having an interview with only one person or two people? You wanted to leave several times, but they kept you there. But let me come to, first of all, let's talk about the issue of Lagos State, where he said that Bola Ahmed Tinubu lost Lagos State. That's the power of 4 people tweeting in a room. And what we are saying, even the Lagos State was rigged. The numbers that the APC got was much lower than what we finally have. And one of the things that we are talking about is that a lot of polling units results were changed. And I think one of the things that they forgot was the fact that there is going to be an IREF where polling units by polling units results were going to be uploaded. It's not what they normally have, where they collate and just have everything in lump. And so people can see. And a lot of people have been coming out to say that, look, what they have, they sat down, and one of the things that the law requires, not just the polling unit agent, by the way, the polling unit agents are not the one who actually upload. And so is that everyone was allowed to take a picture of the ECO8 form itself. And so people have that. And our agents also have that. Lagos State, we have all the polling unit results, and we know we got way almost double of what was given. And it's so surprising how former Governor Adams Oshiomhole, we talked about treason, and Obasanjo, accused him of treason, and then that he rigged him out and that he killed many people. And that it's unfortunate that he is turning out to be the Obasanjo that used to be. And it took the people of Edo State telling him that Edo no be Lagos. We know they accept that kind of thing. To not allow him, do the same thing. And even up to this time, that is what we have. The pain of defeat that he talked about, well, they might think about pain of defeat. We don't have issues with defeat. If defeat is done in a fair process, in a process that is not corrupt, and in an election, the way that is free, fair, and credible. What we have today is impunity, corruption, and lack of intelligence. Because you have a lot of, I see you raising your hand. Please don't raise your hand on me. You allowed somebody to rig you and spend so much time talking. So please allow me. Thank you. We first saw a situation where unintelligently there were cancellation, mutilation of polling unit results that have been uploaded. We've seen a situation where a polling unit result from another state will be taken to a polling unit result in another state. I think there's one from the one of Jigawa. You find it in Imo, in several different places. And we have said the places that we have won are Plateau State. We won. And with our own records, we got over 1 million votes. But what do we have? That was drastically reduced. In the places where in Lagos State, APC did not get 25%. Did not get that. And a whole lot of other states, the same thing. What we have is this continuous rigging, going on ahead and ahead to reduce our people's number. But at the end of the day, and I'll say, what we need, let's all have the polling unit results. We'll all go to the courts and the forensic thing as well. And one of the things that I will state here categorically, Nigerians have never faced the judiciary. We've always taken our protest to the legislative arm of government and also the executive arm of government. This time, the people of Nigeria are going to face the judiciary. We all are going to be witnesses. We are going to come with our polling unit. I have my own polling unit. I have the picture of my own polling unit. I've not even had time to go to IREF yet because I'm so upset with the whole process that had gone on. But you know what? We will go there, and every one of us, we're going to check and confirm, and they should bring those papers. Let us see. This is the time for us. The Nigerian judiciary, the Supreme Court of Nigeria should know that the Kenyan Supreme Court, they don't have two heads. It is one head they have. And that's what the judicial rascality that we have seen again and again and again in this country, where it seems that the judiciary is no longer the last a paying place for those with the money. It needs to stop. Nigeria must come first, and the people's mandate must be given to the person that won the election. What we have right now is that an INEC mandate And I think the thing is that Nigerians are waiting, Nigerians are paid. And for everyone, you must see that the people who claim they have won, they're not really rejoicing. And you ask yourself why? Because they know they did a shoddy job, and the evidence they are there. They stole the people's mandate, and the evidences are there easily can easily be found out, and that's what we are having right now. And definitely our principal have said it. We are going to the court. Those who think they own the people, and they have found that they do not own the people. In this country, we are all citizens. I know Nigeria is more Nigeria than any Nigeria. Thank you, Shehu.
All right, of course, Mr. Yusufu, you know, I can't be rigged out on my own program. I simply just allowed him make his own point without interrupting him. Just a moment, madam. The same way I did not interrupt you when you were making your point, that's the same way I wasn't interrupting him. But let me ask you, perhaps the same question I put to Chief Dele Momodu earlier. So the NNPP, Labour Party, you're supporting Mr. Peter Obi, and the PDP laying claims that to the victory. How do we go out of this that looks like a logjam? If the three political parties are laying claims to the victory.
Okay, it's very simple. All we need to do, and at this stage, because that was what a lot of the party agents that were at the collation center, when in the Abuja collation center, where can you bring out this sheet one by one? I had said, let's bring out the polling unit results and be able to check them against citizens have. But he didn't want to do it because, of course, he had his own process he wanted to follow, not the free, fair, credible election process that was what we want to see now. By the time we bring out all the polling units results that are out there, and they bring out what is in IREF, then they'll be able to check them and be able to match the that they didn't put into consideration is the fact that there's now technology. You are putting this result. Some of these results weren't even matching. The calculation weren't matching. So by the time we go to the polling unit by polling unit, we will be able to know and forward. And so that's where we're going to. And the thing is that for those who keep saying that, oh, go to the court, go to the court. Yes, we will go to the court. And we have confidence in the court. The court will do what it's supposed to do. And for the first time, Nigerians are going to focus on the judiciary. We will stand there before the judiciary and we must ensure that they do the needful. Based on how deep your pocket is, that you get justice has to go. We must get to a place where Nigerian judiciary takes up that mantle that is supposed to take up and do the needful. So there are a lot of that. What we need to do is that polling unit by polling unit results. Let's all calculate them. Let's all put them together, and we will get the person that really won without all the. In short, even in the IRF, there were situations where people were actually sending SOS notes. They were sending help notes saying this is what is happening. People are running. We have also, I think it's in Imo State, if I'm not mistaken, where the collation officers have come out to say that is not their result. We saw what happened in Lagos, where the Labour Party chairman in Lagos did tell them that is not the result. We are contesting not just the result of where we did not win, we are also contesting the result of where we win. Because for us, it is not about a win. It is about having a transparent process, having a free process, having a fair process, having a process that goes with the rule of the law. That is what we are asking for, not for the win. It is for them in APC that feel that, oh, they don't want pain of defeat, and then they think they can do everything with impunity to not have the pain of defeat. We don't care about the win. We care about the process, and it must be transparent, and that's what we are challenging. And we want all of those polling unit results to be brought out and counted. Thank you.
All right. Comrade Adams Oshiomhole is saying that he's being rigged, but no one is being rigged on this program. No, what we stand for is fairness.
The point I'm making is this. If Aisha will say, because, I mean, I was listening. You gave opportunity to I think she spoke first or Daily Momodu spoke first.
No, she spoke first.
She first spoke. And she spoke at length. Then you called Daily Momodu. He spoke at length and claiming that he doesn't have much more time. And I was here listening. I think you better put on your...
I'm watching the time. I'm watching.
Yeah.
I have the time.
If people have that, and then the next thing is, even you are involved in rigging. I like that. Because if they trivialize the issue of rigging to the point like that, it tells you that a lot of the things they are saying are not true. But